again, you guys, it's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new, hello, it is so nice to have you. This is a channel all about selling online, basically reselling online. I personally sell on eBay, Etsy and Poshmark. I do that while being a stay-at-home parent, and it's a balancing act. But on this channel, I like to share everything from haul videos, which is what today's video is going to be, sales videos, so I can show you what those items actually sell for, as well as tips and tricks and tutorials and all kinds of other stuff, just basically to do with being an online reseller. So it's been a while since I've been in front of the camera or the microphone if it's my sales videos, probably about 2 weeks, which isn't too long, but it was kind of an unannounced absence, I suppose you could say. Things just basically got crazy here for a little while. My kindergartner just started kindergarten, and I'm homeschooling at the moment, so that has kind of eaten up the majority of my time, as you can imagine. And then there's balancing my resale business, which I'm making sure I want to keep up with that as we enter into third and fourth quarter, since that's where a lot of the money is made. And as a family, we're also starting a house hunting process, so as you can imagine, things are kind of crazy. You can probably hear some of the crazy in the background as well, because this is as good as it gets right now in terms of me sitting down in front of the camera and filming, so please bear with me, please give me grace. I have a haul to share with you and I'm excited to do it. So I haven't been sourcing too much recently. I've just kind of popped in and out of like the occasional yard sale or rummage sale or thrift store occasionally, but I haven't really been going out there specifically trying to load up on inventory just because there's been so much going on. But I did make it to one of my favorite rummage sales. It happens once a month near where I live, and it is fill a bag, usually a big trash bag for $10 with clothing, which is fantastic. But this time they were trying to get rid of their summer clothing, so it was fill a trash bag for $3. You can imagine my face. So I did twice, and I grabbed pretty much anything that I thought I could make a profit on, because why wouldn't you for $3 per trash bag? So what I'm going to do is take you through those items. It is a giant box that is sat right next to me. All of this, like I said, it would have been $6. I gave them $10. It's a church. I get plenty of good stuff from them. I was comfortable giving them $10 for all of this. But yeah, so that puts everything at like, I don't know, 25 cents a piece roughly. So it's almost impossible not to make a profit. Here we go. Okay, so first item is just a pair of Old Navy, just cotton, but they're kind of like cut off ankle khaki, sort of light green, like an army green almost, drawstring pants. Kind of coming out the season of that, but I think I'll get them listed nice and quickly and hopefully they will sell. Very good bread and butter piece. Next is Lauren by Ralph Lauren, size 8. These I believe are more of a vintage, so yeah, made in Hong Kong. I think they're vintage just looking at them. They are a high-rise pair of brown khaki shorts with cargo pockets, so cargo shorts, and they have sort of like a cinched belt detail as well. Definitely like a camp shorts is a good keyword that I will probably use in there as well. Another vintage piece. This rummage sale I tend to get plenty of vintage, and I find some fun things as well, so I always like going. Talbot size 16, but definitely the older Talbot's tag, and then the style is incredibly vintage, definitely 90s vibe. So they are very, very high rise. Just to be clear, they start way down here and the rise goes all the way up to there, so they're pretty intense. But they're obviously like a kind of rose floral, again super 90s, very like grunge style, almost like culottes, but they're just wide leg shorts. I think someone out there will have to be the right buyer, but they will love them. Next was a pretty good find for 25 cents, so it's Carlisle, and this is the newer tag. This is quite a higher end brand. It's pretty darn expensive to buy, and definitely you can kind of tell just like has a modern look to it. That is the newer tag. Size 10. They are a black and white gingham. By gingham I mean this teeny tiny little square print that you can see there, just kind of a cropped, like an ankle cropped pant. Next is Coldwater Creek. Grabbed them because they were size 14. They are jeans, and they're kind of like I won't really say a lime green, but they're headed that way. Just like a straight leg, probably an ankle pant, maybe slightly cropped. Probably a decent item sort of as we head into fall and things like that, so I will be listing those quite soon. Next is an item, it's a brand I'm not familiar with. It was Ascend. However, the quality seems to be there. I like the look of the tag. That was my first kind of clue. They are a size 10, and they have an all over print, and honestly I can just feel the quality. So when I looked at my comps, I was quite pleasantly surprised, and I think I'll be able to get around $25 to $30 for these shorts. Next is very much bread and butter. It is Jessica Simpson. Not something I usually would pick up unless it is, you know, like 25 cents. It's an extra small, so a smaller size, but just a very, very loose knit sweater. Just kind of throw on over jeans and things like that, over a little tank top or a cami. And it has like a gold metallic weave in it as well. So again, kind of fall appropriate. Next, another size 10. This is just American Eagle. These are very, very basic sort of Bermuda khaki shorts. I grabbed these because they're good size 10, and these are the kind of things that everybody needs, you know, in like the retail or even like the fast food world pretty much. They're such a good piece. Even I used to be a camp counselor, so wearing them to camp and things like that, they're such a standard piece of most people's uniforms, so they're always a good thing to grab. I grab them at every length. Shorts, not as much, but definitely the Bermuda length and the long ones. Those khaki pants by American Eagle seem to do quite well for me. Next is a brand I am not familiar with again, but a few things stood out to me. It is a tacked on tag. That means, as you can see in the corner, it's just kind of like almost like hand stitched on. The brand is Komarov? I don't know. It's kind of like a crepe, meaning this kind of crinkled type fabric with a sort of flared, lacy sleeve. It's like a waterfall front. It's not a cardigan, it's just kind of like a layering piece you put over the top. And it was made in the USA as well. So I grabbed it because so cheap, and came home and looked, and actually the comps are pretty good. Now the asking prices on Poshmark are pretty high, like $60 to $100 for similar pieces and definitely dresses and things. But the sales prices seem to sit more in that kind of $25 to $30 range. So we will see what happens. I will report back in my sales videos. Next, this piece I'm going to assume is vintage, but I have a way of checking, which I will tell you in a second. It is Tommy Hilfiger jeans, and it's just a good piece to grab in general. So it's a good size, it's a size 8, a denim pencil skirt with this like split in the front and the back, and the little flag stitched on the back as well there. Definitely just that 90s vibe in this piece. And what you can do with Tommy is there's usually a little tag inside, and watch, it's not going to have it here now. It's not going to have it. Yes, it is. Haha, I win. Yeah, so down here there's usually a tiny little tag, and there's like a little date, and it's actually going to say they're 03. So this is a 2003 piece basically. So I can't call it vintage because it's not 20 years or older, but I could say vintage style, 2000s. Those kind of keywords are doing pretty well for me so far as well. Okay, so next item was a pretty good find. I was quite happy to see it. It is Khaki, and as I say in most of my videos, when I find this is the newer tag. The older tag is like elongated and the font is kind of spaced out. Newer, not meaning like brand new at all, but definitely sort of more sought after when it comes to the pieces. I guess just more like on trend, you could say. So Khaki, size large, and it's like a little kind of sheer peplum hem tank top, I suppose you could say, kind of like a little tank blouse. Khaki, in case you don't know, a lot of resellers do mention this, but I will mention it as well. Inside, where you'll find like your fabric content tag and things like that, right here you're also going to find a style number. This one is 3276, and that will allow me to look it up. I will be able to find the exact name of the piece, and also that's really going to help me when it comes to checking my sort of like exact comps for this piece. Okay, next I just could not help myself. They are a very, very, very loud pair of 90s shorts. I don't really know how else to describe these. I'm gonna have to search for some keywords. They are a size medium. Unfortunately, the elastic in the waist has gone. There is not belt loops, but I do believe they could be worn kind of paper bag waist style with them being so high rise. So that is something that I'm just gonna have to note in my listing. Next is Venezia, I think that's how you say it. I believe that this is like an offshoot of Lane Bryant, kind of like their loungy, more like casual wear type line. It's a size 26 to 28, and it's just kind of an open front, but I think, oh, it's a tie, it's a wrap. Keep saying words. It's a wrap top, it's a wrap blouse, semi-sheer. It's got that kind of crepey, crinkly look to it again as well. Almost like a blue tie-dye with a ruffle sleeve detail. I also found some newer tag things. They were kind of questionable. So a lot of them came from like a little, I guess, what is like a little kind of discount store or something. The brand was Express, and then Taylor, I don't know if that's like actual Express or if this is just like a different brand altogether, but I figured I would try it. It actually has its normal tags on it. It was like $64, so they do look to be older, I have to say, and they're just like little wrap skirts basically. So I have a white one, no marks on it, and then I also have like a really bright green one as well. Again, just like that wrap style, very kind of retro. And I also have a waistcoat as well, which I think is a man's waistcoat. Again, newer tag, $70 was what was on it. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with that, but if nothing else, they're decent styles, they're newer tags. I still think I'm going to up my 25 cents. I'm pretty sure. Next is American Eagle Outfitters. You've probably all seen that before. It's a size small, and it's just a very cute, like seersucker style stripe print, little sort of almost like a cargo skirt. So cute, simple, very standard bread and butter. Tommy Bahama men's size large. Just a simple sort of burgundy colour polo shirt. It does have the little Tommy Bahama logo, if you're unaware of that. It's like the swordfish right there embroidered on one side. I think that that should do okay. I probably will end up listing that for around $24.99 and just taking offers. This is a brand that was new to me. It's a men's shirt, but I did sort of take a quick moment to look up comps and it looked okay. It's called Cactus Man, Ricky Singh, maybe? I'm not sure. Extra large is the size, but it felt like quality. It just feels like a well-made shirt. It's like a sort of floral print. I feel like it could be a fall floral, just a short sleeve men's button-up shirt. So we'll try it and we'll see what happens. Next is what I believe is vintage. Looking at it, it's a wool blend as well, which is usually a good sign of it being a little bit older, and this does look like an older tag to me. Miami Dolphins strap back, meaning there's a strap there with Velcro embroidered cap. It's very like, it's a lot of embroidery as well. It's pretty cool, so we will see. I'll do some research on the brand and things like that. Next, again, very simple fall piece. Wouldn't expect to get more than sort of $10 to $12 for this. American Eagle Outfitters, size 4, and it's just a plaid sort of almost like a little cap sleeve button-up shirt. Very simple, very basic. Just kind of keep that store ticking over. Next, I don't know anything about these, so I grabbed them for 2 reasons. They weren't $1, it's just what was on there at the rummage sale. They're for Payless, but it's Christian Siriano. Oh, I could have butchered that, I'm sorry. There you go. Let me know if you know anything about the brand. Obviously it would be a lower end of that brand, but they're in really good condition, and I liked the style. They're sort of a pointed toe. I don't know if they were real leather. My suspicion would be that they were not. No, I don't think that they're real leather. Like a faux suede, but it's like a snakeskin almost pointed toe loafer. I feel like this is quite an on-trend style, you know, like career-wise and stuff, and they have a good like flat heel to them. So again, 25 cents. I feel like they would sell on style alone, but it'll be interesting to learn a little bit more about that particular brand and how it is with Payless. I don't know, we'll see. Another pair of shoes. It is Lane Bryant. Just a pair of like sparkly, embellished thong sandals, flip-flops, whatever you want to call them. No beads missing or loose, which is a bonus. And then I have 2 pairs of a brand that I just learned about recently. They are, I think, the same shoe, just different color. Well, no, not exactly the same, I tell a lie, but they're pretty darn close. They're both loafers. We have black leather there with almost like a mini wedge to it, and the brand is SAS. And I just learned about these recently when I picked some up. Now, the ones I picked up have not sold yet. They were a pair of sandals. They're listed at a decent price, but so many people came forward on my channel and said that it's such a good brand. I pick that up every time I see it. So I will continue to pick it up whenever I see it, and hopefully these will move fairly quickly. So 1 pair of black loafers, 1 pair of gold metallic loafers by the same brand as well. Again, both decent condition, so happy to find them. And 1 more pair of shoes as well. 9 West, again, not something I usually go out my way for, but I like the style, the price was right, and I think they will do okay for fall. They also have a little bit of a witchy vibe, I'm just going to say. So a big block heel, very like 90s retro, and then they almost look like a men's like Oxford or something, like a wingtip style. I guess a wingtip block heel would be a good way of describing them. Minimal wear to them, so I think that they will do okay, and they are a size 6, and they are leather. Next is just a simple pair of vintage Wrangler jean shorts. They are a high rise, as you can see just from looking at them. And what I do is I take this bottom part here and I roll it up and style it for photos. I actually have a pair of these myself, and this is how I wear them, with that sort of high rise and like a graphic tee tucked in, and then I roll up the cuffs as well to go ahead and shorten that leg and make it a bit more like stylish or whatever. And they sell well for me, so I grab them every time. Okay, another newer tags piece, Madison Studio. Not something I would usually pick up, that is the tag, but a few reasons why. So like I said, it was new with tags, originally $54. I don't know where it's sold. Size 6, it's a linen blend, white, like high-rise, tapered leg, full length, I think, pants. And so just the style and fabric content alone would usually sell them. Then they're new with tags, so worth grabbing for 25 cents. Again, not a brand I usually seek, but D&Co, Denim & Co, Denim & Company, whatever you want to say. It's extra small. I usually do better with plus size when it comes to Denim & Company, but it's a super cute print. So bright yellow and white, and it's a gingham all over print, just a button up blouse. Gingham for me does really well. The two prints that I love to pick up the most is gingham and window pane plaid. They just seem to do so well and sell so quickly, so I went ahead and grabbed that too. Bathing suit. Just a plus size bathing suit. I will continue to pick up bathing suits for, you know, nice and cheap, even going into the winter months, because people still go on vacation, people still live where it's hot all year round, and they'll still be searching for them, so I don't mind to stock them in my closet or my eBay store. And it's just, you know, like a tropical floral. It's nice. As I always say, Jaclyn Smith collection. Okay, it's a size 16. It's nothing special, but the style is cute and it's nice and clean and in very good condition. As I always say with bathing suits, when you find them, flip the crotch inside out. I know it's super gross, but you don't want to get home and have to deal with that, and you certainly don't want to have not looked and send it on to a buyer and have an issue down there. So that is my advice when looking for bathing suits and deciding whether or not to purchase. Okay, this was also one of my best finds. A little dated, bear with me. So we have like a little kind of corset-y style tube top. Like, it does have some boning in there. I'll let you see. It's kind of like it's like a purple striped, like almost like a woven look to it. And then I have the jacket, and the brand is Carlisle. I showed you those pair of pants at the beginning, and they were like the newer tag. In fact, where were they? Let us compare. So this is the older tag that would be considered vintage, very big and kind of blocky, and then this is the new one, much more modern, just for reference. But this is beautiful. I don't really know what to do with this piece. They go together, obviously. Gone are the days of like little tube tops and then a suit jacket over the top, I think. But it may come back around, I don't know. I guess I'll sell them as a set. But then there's this beautiful blazer, and all around the neckline is fully beaded all the way around the back, and then all the way around the cuffs as well. And as far as I can see, there's no damage or missing beads. It's in really good shape. So this is size 6, by the way. These tend to sit a while for me. The older, like the vintage Carlisle pieces, especially the jackets and the blazers, do tend to sit for me. But when they sell, they usually sell for at least $40, if not more. So an easy grab. Okay, just Eddie Bauer, nice and simple. Size 10 women's, just a pair of white sort of Bermuda knee length walking shorts. Very simple. And then this, I think, is another one. Oh no, it's different. It's Madison Studio again, but again, brand new with tags, and they are linen black, like high-rise pleated shorts. Some of these things I won't put up right away, like the white linen pants and things. Well, no, I probably won't. I'll probably prioritize like my fall and winter items, but I tend to squirrel things away for the next few seasons. So I'm currently like opening up boxes that are full of fall and winter clothing that I've forgotten that I've bought. It's kind of like shopping all over again. It's kind of fun. It's my own intentional death pile, if you will, and that's the stuff that I'm listing right now. And then my spring and summer boxes that are obviously just about empty because I've listed it, I'm starting to fill those up now, so that when spring rolls around, or right before spring, I am ready to start listing seasonally appropriate things. Just a tip. Okay, next is a vintage kind of Hawaiian style shirt, Aloha Hut, extra large, just a sleeveless kind kind of blouse with a very bold kind of palm leaf print. I'd probably style this on my mannequin with the front like knotted and tied there, kind of cropped if you like. That tends to do better for me in my thumbnail photo and catch more eyes. Just a very simple Talbot's piece. Older tag, medium. It's just a black kind of almost like a little shell, but it has a sort of deeper V and a higher neckline. Those necklines on Talbot pieces, like whether they're sort of higher and then they go deep or like Asian inspired, tend to do pretty well for me as well in that particular brand. Banana Republic, it's factory because of those dots underneath, size 12. I do need to stitch one little side of the hook there. I was comfortable with that. Usually I procrastinate when it comes to fixing things, but I think I can handle that. It should take me less than a minute. Just like a little almost double-breasted style skirt, so again nice for fall and winter. All right, we have another Jessica Simpson piece. This is kind of cropped-ish. It's a size small, but it's definitely got a very cute like boho festival kind of feel to it. Like I said, it's a little bit cropped, and it's got sort of little sleeve details, almost like smock sleeve details, and lots of embroidery all the way down. Again, maybe like 10 bucks. Alright, this skirt, the elastic is pretty good, so that's something I always check, and it is J. Jill. It's a large petite. And it's really, really pretty. Definitely good for the upcoming season of fall. Just like a floral applique, meaning the pieces are kind of like sewn on top. You can see there, raw edge, textured, sequins, embellished, all kinds of good words. A-line, knee-length skirt. Alright, Coldwater Creek, natural fit. Size 14, which one of the reasons I grabbed them, just a pair of very simple brown Bermuda shorts. Again, maybe $10, $12. Chandler Hill. I have no idea what Chandler Hill is, but this is new with tags, and it's a size 6, and they're 100% silk, which kind of surprised me, and they're kind of cute as well. Another one of those new with tags, like whatever brand that is, Express something. I'll have to look that up. I don't think it's like Express, I think it's something else, but again, just a little navy blue high-waisted skirt. This piece I believe is vintage, like 90s style, so it's Hard Rock Cafe, Orlando, a little bit faded, and then it has all of this graphic on the back as well. It is not a single stitch, so it doesn't have that going for it, but it is a small made in Mexico, assembled in Mexico of USA components. That looks to me like the older Hard Rock Cafe tag. I've sold a few of those vintage ones, and just with the fading and stuff, I have a suspicion that this is a slightly older piece, so I don't know, maybe 20 bucks tops for that. Just 2 more pieces to go. These I could not resist, so they're missing a button, which I'll have to disclose, but they're kind of on trend for what's going on right now with that paper bag waist, you know, where it's like very, very high, then it's kind of gathered, and then they're like really, really wide leg shorts. Again, I think someone donated their like massive pile of wide leg shorts, but I can either photograph them as they are, which, you know, they're not bad at all really considering the style and what's on trend, or I could roll them up a little bit, and so you have that nice paper bag waist and then just like a shorter inseam. We shall see. And then the last thing that I have to show you, again, a brand I'm not familiar with, but I looked up comps, they looked promising enough, so I grabbed it. Antonio Di Erico, oh, probably butchered that, but it is made in Italy apparently, and like I said, the comps did not look too bad. It is like a fully embroidered high neckline, like almost like a mandarin neckline jacket, and then it has kind of like a tied front to it. So overall, a really cute piece. Woo, and breathe. Okay, thank you so much guys for hanging in there to the end. I am so happy to have been able to come back and share a haul with you. I've missed y'all, I promise, and I'm excited to be doing a bit more YouTube again. It's about time. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please do think about hitting that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to say hello in the comments so that I can say hi back, and I will chat to you in the next video. Bye you guys.